So the story takes us to the summer of 2023, when a couple from West Virginia, Mike and Laura, decide to spend a weekend in the Appalachian Mountains. Both of them have grown up hearing local stories about strange sightings in the hills. Hunters who claim they saw something huge moving upright through the trees, or drivers who swore a massive figure darted across the road at night. Most people laughed it off, but Laura always carried a quiet fascination with the idea. Mike wasn't much of a believer, but he loved hiking and camping, and he figured entertaining her curiosity would make for a fun weekend. They packed their gear, tent, food, camera, and drove into a stretch of forest neither of them had explored before. The first day was ordinary enough. They hiked along an old logging road, the trail narrow and partly overgrown, until they found a clearing near a creek where they'd set up their camp. They spent the evening around a small fire, joking about how they'd explain it if they actually did see something out there. By the second night, the mood shifted. And after turning in, Laura woke Mike up just past 2 a.m. She had heard something moving. Not close, but steady, circling through the tree line. And at first, Mike thought it might be a black bear, but the sound wasn't right. Whatever it was heavy. Every step had weight behind it. The space between each step seemed too wide. They sat in silence, waiting. Then the beam of the moonlight cut across something moving between two trees. A figure, massive shoulders, thick arms, easily 7 feet tall, maybe more. Mike's stomach dropped. Laura reached for her camera, her hand shaking so badly she almost dropped it. She raised it and managed to snap a single picture before the figure stopped. It let out a sound neither of them could explain. Low growl vibrating through the air like it came from deep inside its chest. It was the kind of sound that triggers instinct, the kind that makes you want to run before you even know why. Mike clutched a flashlight but didn't dare turn it on. A second later, there was a loud crack as if something heavy moved through the brush. Branches snapped, footsteps thudded, and then silence. Whatever it was, it had retreated back into the woods. Neither of them could sleep after that. They sat in the dark until the first trace of daylight appeared. The moment the sun hit the treetops, they packed their gear and left without a word. Back home, they finally looked through the camera, and there it was, the photo Laura had managed to take. Dark, grainy, and imperfect, but clear enough to show the outline of a massive figure between the trees. Shoulders too wide, head too high off the ground to be anything anybody could explain. Laura decided to post it online. She expected people might be at least debating, but instead the response was almost immediate and brutal. Fake, AI, generated dozens of comments accusing them of running an image through software, saying the proportions looked too designed or blurred, too clean. No one cared about their story. No one cared about how terrified they had been. The photo wasn't even debated as Bigfoot. It was dismissed as a trick. Mike and Laura knew what they saw. They knew the sound they heard that night wasn't made by anything ordinary. But none of it mattered. And that leaves a question. In 2025, where AI is everywhere, will any photo or video ever be proof of what people see in the dark? Or will every piece of evidence be dismissed as fake before anyone even looks at it twice?